Here's another part of our interview with Mark Stein of Vanilla Fudge. This is Rock History Music.
Alice Cooper. Now, that's an interesting thing with Alice Cooper because there were always, I'd always heard rumors that, okay, he was a little too flashy for Alice Cooper. One of my friends told me years ago, he says, well, I know he's friends with Alice still, but, Mark was kind of shining on that tour. He was kind of like, he was a bright light. So why did that end so, why did you leave that tour?
The Welcome to My Nightmare tour in Australia?
Yeah.
I didn't leave the tour. They asked me to leave the tour.
Yeah, but having said what I said, like my buddy told me, he says, oh, you ask Mark. I had a feeling he was a little too bright on that tour, got a little too much attention.
Interesting you bring that up. Because that's what happened. Not to put a feather in my cap. I didn't know Vanilla Fudge was that popular in the Southern Hemisphere because we never toured there. So I was hired to do the show, and ultimately when we did get down there, the press was all over me, and I think there was a hint of jealousy out there, I mean, I'm told that by other musicians that said there was all this whispering going on, that there was that going on. So I thought I was going to do the American tour, and then suddenly I found out that I wasn't. And I was really disappointed because I was promised all these really cool things. And suddenly I was invited to do it. And I think that was probably what inspired my demise on that level. So,
but you're still friends with Alice, right?
Had nothing to do with Alice. Had nothing to do with Alice because it was Alice who was going through a difficult time at that time. Thank God he recovered and became a better man than he ever was. He's an incredible human being. But it had nothing to do with him. I know it didn't. It had to do with some of the members of the band. But I don't really want to get into that because some of them are now passed on. But I think, that was part of what happened. But that's okay, because if it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't have got to meet Dave Mason, which led to a whole really cool 3 or 4 years of incredible fun and touring and a lot of great music, So
what an iconic performer he is too.
Yeah. David's great. Still doing it too. Yeah.
Fifth Dimension. See, you've got this like Michael Jackson period.
I love the Fifth Dimension.
But I mean, you know what? It's amazing how many rockers love, Billy Davis Jr., Marilyn McCoo, and the rest. People just. I'm surprised sometimes by how many rockers love the Fifth Dimension.
Well, they were an incredibly talented band with fabulous songs and great productions. They reflected, such an amazing time, and in the late '60s, Aquarius songs, and we did a bunch of shows together. We became really friends, and about 40 years later, I did a show, a '60s show, where Michelle Phillips had introduced me, from the Mamas and Papas, and I went and I did You Keep Me Hanging On with Vinny, and I had a really good rhythm section. The late, great Jimmy Jack Tambaro played drums, and Steve Argy.
Hope you enjoyed that. Make sure you comment on our video, subscribe to our channel, and share our videos. I'm John Beaudin from Rock History Music.